This is mom life at its finest. I am parked in the grocery parking lot just to have a moment of sanity, and I really did want to record this episode because I think this is going to bless so many people's lives. I truly want more money in the hands of amazing women, and mamas need easy ways to make money, which is why I'm so passionate about the Wealthy Mama movement and what we're doing and how we're doing it, because moms don't have 40 hours a week to do work, to make money. And the childcare costs alone are insane. And so many moms are out there feeling trapped in a day job and then to pay for daycare, and that may not be what they want, or they're home and they think that they can't make money. And so no matter what type of mama you are and where you're at, you may already have your own business, but you're in the cycle of having one-on-one clients, and it's exhausting, it's draining, all of the things. Like, no matter where you're at, can we all agree that an extra easy $1,000 into your bank account right now would not give you some breathing room? It wouldn't feel good. Like, can we all agree that it would feel amazing to have that and it to be easy, and there's not all of this work or all of these expectations? Like, the moment that you actually open up your mind to that being a possibility and stop pushing it away, we can make this happen. So that's the first thing. If you're gonna watch this episode, if you're gonna listen to this episode, I cannot convince you that this is possible. You may have hesitations, but be freaking open-minded and take some action and prove to yourself, shock yourself, surprise yourself that it can be easier. When we make money the hard way, you can make money the easier way. And so many women, especially moms, are working so freaking hard. And the most mind-blowing part about all of this is that most people are already doing affiliate marketing or doing passive income, but they're not getting paid for it. Meaning you are recommending all things to everyone in your world, but you're not making money from it. And so we're going to change that up, and we're going to make this so simple for you that you can make money anywhere. You can make any amount of money that you desire, and we've got to get your brain on board. And how we do that are these very, very simple steps that I have got here for you. Okay. So I have 6 super laser fast steps, but the mindset and you being open-minded is literally the prerequisite, because I can give you these. I can literally give you evidence after evidence that this is possible. But if you're not willing to even do the 6 steps because you're so closed-minded, you're already you already told yourself that you can't do it before you do it, then it's not going to work. And then you're going to be like, see, Nellie, I told you. And it's well, did you do the steps? Did you do the steps? Because when you do the steps, I'm going to tease you, when you do these steps, you're going to get there. You're going to get there. And so you being open-minded is key. So I want you to comment open-minded if you can. If you're listening, I want you to literally just say, I'm open-minded. I'm open to the possibility of an extra $1,000 coming my way. That already will get you on the frequency that it's possible. It'll get you closer. Okay, so I need you to feel into that. I need you to speak it out loud. I need you to even write it down. I'm open to the possibility of making an extra easy $1,000. Now, easy is not confused with there's no effort involved. Okay, there is effort involved, but easy means easier than you working 100 hours, right? You being away from your kids, you not doing something that you love. That's what we mean by easy. Systems, easier, right? Doing it and you're not having to be somewhere at a certain time, easier. Okay, so be open to the possibility. So I'm going to go through these really, really fast. Okay, if you have questions, let me know. But you are overcomplicating making money. I'm just going to say it. I'm just going to get it out of the room. The elephant in the room. You are overcomplicating this. In some way, you're either overcomplicating it in your mind, you're building so many things and we're not marketing, or you're marketing so much and we're not doing the back end stuff. You are overcomplicating this process. There is an infinite amount of money out there for those that desire it. And typically, we're the ones getting in our own damn way. And we've got to stop. We've got to stop getting in our own way of the life that we desire. And there's a lot of layers there, don't get me wrong, but you just even being like, I'm so done getting in my own way will also help. Like it's the step in the right direction. So number 1, okay? Grab your notebook and pen. Let's get ready to go. Class is in session, okay? Number 1 is we are going to decide that you want to do this. Like, no joke. Like, last night, I signed up for a full marathon. I decided before that night, but like last night made it real. There is a date that it is happening. I've already put my money down. Things are getting serious, okay? So decide that you want to make an extra $1,000 and it'd be easier. Then we're going to declare by when ideally would you like to have this happen? Is it in 1 week? Is it this month? Is it in the next 90 days? You decide the by when, but do put a by when down on your calendar. I would recommend not making it further than 90 days. You can make $1,000 in less than 90 days. You can do it honestly in a couple weeks if you're really determined, but I will take anything between 1 week, even 1 day and 90 days. Okay. So nothing past that because we're going to stall. We're going to stall. It's just who we are. Parkinson's law. Okay. Number 2. Okay. I'm going to have to start driving here in a second. I've got a grumpy baby. Number 2, decide what are we going to sell? Okay. What are we going to sell? And before I tell you what that means, I want to give a shout out to Kristen Rourke. She is one of our amazing students and clients, and she is helping moms eliminate the mom pooch once and for all. She's got some free resources for you. So comment mom pooch. And she can help you. If you are listening to this on our podcast, all of the information will be right there in the show notes for you. So Kristen, I love you. You're amazing. You're helping so many women and I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. Okay. So decide on the what. This is where people get tripped up. They're like, I don't know what to sell. I don't know what to do. Sassy Nellie's coming out. Dude, can we just get off the hamster wheel of being indecisive, right? Like be indecisive with your dinner, but not your money, okay? You can do a couple different things. If you're not feeling indecisive and you are feeling really passionate about something, then run with that. I would recommend a product, a digital product, either yours or somebody else's, that is going to make you $50 to $100 per sale. And the reason why is then we only need 10 to 20 people, 10 to 20 sales to get to this goal. Okay. I like that. Anything under $100 is typically pretty easy for people to get to a yes. So that is my recommendation. You can decide what you do, but stop being in stall mode with like, I don't know what to build. I don't know what to do. This is hard. Dude, come on. Like, can we just let go of the complaining and just like fucking let's go, let's figure it out. I have products, so there's no excuse. You could literally reach out to me and say, Nellie, what could I promote for you that I could make $50 to $100 per sale? Okay. You know people in your network that want to make money. You know people in your network that want to get healthy. You know people in your network that want to become a better mom, that want to learn how to cook. Like, no matter what we focus on from a product standpoint, you can partner with an affiliate, right? There's so many affiliate programs out there, but we are not going to do something that's going to cost you upfront money because that doesn't make sense for this, okay? So please, like, get out of the complaining mode, get out of the stalling mode, get out of the excuse mode, and get into action mode. Because being in that mode is not going, like, that, like, the complaining and the excuses, like, raise your standards. Like, it's not going to help you make more money. So we're just stalling, okay? So pick something, and when in doubt, message Nellie. I've got you. Even if it's not my product, I can point you in the right direction, okay? Number 3 is you're going to make a list of who. Who could be those 10 people? Who could be those 20 people? You don't need a lot of people. You know people. You know people, okay? And then from there, we're going to reach out to them. Oh my gosh, we're going to reach out to them. Okay, so we're going to reach out to them. And what I want you to do, okay, is I want you to simply say something so easy. Something along the lines of, hey, I know that you've been wanting to do X, right? Like, it'll depend on what it is. you're gonna come with me for just a second, okay? I know that you've been wanting to do XYZ, because this part will depend on like what you promote, what you sell, but like relate it to the person. Reach out to the person just as if they were your BFF, okay? Just as if they were your BFF, okay? We're not happy. Why are we not happy? Can you give a hi? Can you give a hi? Do we need a passy? So depending on what you promote, what you sell, okay, for this challenge, it will depend on how you reach out to them, but do short and sweet. It can be a voice note, it can be a video, it can be a quick typed message, but as you can see, people are very overwhelmed. But what I teach my students is make it personal, okay? Make it simple. It's okay. I lost a passy. This is like a mom emergency. Where did you? Oh, here's your passy. Here's your passy. There you go. There you go. Okay, we're gonna start driving. Okay, we're gonna go get Sissy and we're gonna start driving. Okay. It's never a dull moment over here. Okay. All right. So with that being said, you're gonna reach out to people. I'm not even going to have you promote on social media because there's too many like, I don't know what to say on social media, or I'm afraid of judgment. So we're not going to even worry about that in this challenge. We're just going to simply reach out to people. Okay. You don't have to know people super well to know if they could benefit from something either. Like you just need to know a little bit. Like if a mom is super stressed out and you have a solution for her, reach out to her, right? Like say, we always do the first reach out very personal, very light, right? Like we're not going to word vomit on anyone, whether we know them very well or not. Like we're not about word vomiting, but we're just going to open the door, open the conversation. Okay. And you're going to be a friend. Okay. Either you're going to be a friend that you know, like really, like they know you really well, or a new friend. Okay. But sharing is caring. Right? And so I always appreciate when people share things with me, whether I know them very well or I know them a little bit. And so we're going to open the door and we're going to say, hey, I thought of you. Okay. And I really think that this thing, fill in the blank, would support you. And then this is the most important thing. Make sure you write this down. Okay. You ready? Make sure you write it down. You're going to ask a question. Would you like me to send you more information? Would you like to hear more about it? Okay. We actually do not teach you to do cold outreaches. This is not a cold outreach. This is opening a door. Cold outreaches are where you're word vomiting on them and you give them everything and you assume that they want it when they don't. Okay. So this is opening up the door. This is consent-based selling because you are serving. You're saying, I genuinely thought of you. Okay. No BS. I genuinely thought of you. I think this thing would benefit you. Would you like to hear more? Would you like me to send you over some information? Would you like to talk about it? Okay. Always end with a question. I'm giving you the best of the best today. Like always end with a question. Keep it short and sweet and always end with a question. Questions help the conversation naturally keep moving forward. It helps you avoid somebody just like ignoring the message and like doing the little heart thing that they do. So this will really, really help keep the conversation going. And most people are nosy in the best way possible. They're gonna be like, yeah, send me the information. Again, that's a light next step. We want to take baby steps with people. If you just word vomited on them, gave them the sales page, like, yeah, you get a quick like check the box that you reached out to that person. But from a sales psychology standpoint, it just doesn't work. People are already turned off. They didn't even know that they were agreeing for you to word vomit on them because you just chose to word vomit on them. And again, this goes for anyone in your world. It doesn't have to be somebody that you know really well or not. Like it goes for everyone. Like consent-based selling it feels incredible. And it works so much better, okay? So after you reach out to a handful of people, I want you to follow up, okay? Following up does not have to be icky. It does not have to be slimy, okay? Following up for each contact will look different. If they responded back and they wanted the information, then you would follow back up and say, do you have any more questions? Do you see how I asked another question. So in the follow-up, typically there's another question. So do you have more questions? Are you interested, right? So we really want to follow back up. Now, let's say, for example, someone didn't respond back when you asked the first initial question. You can simply reach back out to them and say something fun and light. Don't be weird and be like, I'm bumping this to the beginning of the message, or did you get my last message? Just say, hey, I have a freebie. Okay, so we're going to go into serving mode around this topic. Do you want it? Okay, so we're not sure where they're at, so we're gonna go back into serving mode to see if that gets the conversation going. Okay, they may just have been genuinely so busy and they're like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry I missed your message, like, yes, send me the freebie, and now the conversation is bumping, right, in the best way possible. So we're gonna follow up. Please don't get an analysis paralysis about following up. Please don't worry about saying the wrong thing. I know, like, again, you're getting sassy Nellie today, but sometimes it's just an excuse. Like, I have never had a script that I am following. I have just naturally said to myself, let me be a human. I'll typically do a voice note or a video, or I'll just simply ask myself, like, what would feel good if I were them? Like, and that's how I follow up. I have been able to really build such a beautiful, sustaining business because of following up. There's other pieces and parts, but like, I'm really good at following up, like really good at it. And not just for the sale. Like, I'm really good at following up with my team, following up with my clients, following up with our students, following up on my tasks. Like, I'm actually genuinely really proud of myself, but it's a skill that I had to develop. Like, I didn't come out of the womb like, oh my gosh, I'm so good at following up. I know exactly what to say. Like, just give yourself freaking permission to have fun with this. Be messy. Enjoy the learning. Enjoy the process. Enjoy the connecting. Like, I'm very detached from who buys from me, who responds back to me. Like, I'm just like in such a chill energy that works so well, and you're not this stress ball freaking out every single minute. Like, you know, when things are new, they're gonna feel a little wobbly, but like, your mind only knows what you tell it. So if you're like, okay, I'm having so much fun, like, I'm gonna learn, I'm gonna grow, you know, you're gonna get better at anything that you set your mind to. So like, just allow yourself to be a beginner if you're a beginner. If you're freaking out about what to say to somebody, just ask yourself, what would I want to hear? Because you're a buyer. Most people spend money every single day. It is very rare that somebody does not spend money every single day. So what gets you excited to buy? What gets you excited when people reach out to you, right? So this is key, because then you're going to use all of that data now on the other side of the conversation. And you're going to be so empowered. And we can't get to the $1,000 goal if we're not willing to get messy, if we're not willing to take action, if we're not willing to move forward and learn and grow. Like, you cannot mess this up. You cannot mess this up. If somebody is nasty to you about wanting to help them, then that's on them. It's not on you. And you gotta let that shit go and move on. Because guess what? At the end of your life, it's not gonna matter who judged you, like hated you, made fun of you. And I know it's easier said than done, especially if you have rejection sensitivity, but this has been a game changer for me because at the end of my life, I want to know I did the very best to take care of myself, take care of my family, go after my goals and dreams, you know, make tons and tons of memories, and also make tons of impact. I want to be able to think about all the impact and the legacy that I was courageous enough to help create. And it doesn't come from sitting on the sidelines. It doesn't come from excuses. It doesn't come from stalling and delaying. It comes from courage. It comes from action. It comes from being willing to be a beginner or make mistakes, because Mistakes mean that you're learning, that you're growing, that you're really wanting to move forward and make shit happen. Like, make shit happen. So I typically don't drive when I do my videos. If I do, I'm like being safe, okay? Don't come for me. I'm being safe. I don't look at it. But now I'm in the car pickup line. So when I look at you, don't freak out. I am now in the car pickup line. So anyways, so we're going to follow up. Let's do some like role playing here in the sense of like, let's say you reached out to 40 people. I guarantee you know 40 people. You'd be surprised how many people you know, even just lightly. If you go through your contacts in your phone, your friends, your followers, your email list, like you know more people than you give yourself credit with, even if it's been a while since you've reached out to them, even if you've never reached out to them. So you're connected. You may not know them well, but you're at least connected to more people than you may think, okay? Which means that there's people that you can help. And that's really how I love to look at my business, is there is nothing wrong with wanting to make money and help people, i.e. doctors, nurses, attorneys, teachers. Some of the best professions that are more traditional make money and they're helping people. So let it go, like Elsa, let it go that it's a bad thing for you to want to help people and make money. Because when you can make more money, you can help more people. I know, mind blown. Like, what? That's so crazy. Okay. So start to get more and more comfortable with it's safe. It's okay for you to make money and help people. And when you're following, okay, until we reach our goal. And here's the most beautiful part about all of this. You're learning, which is priceless. Like you're learning, you're making conversation, you're creating conversations with people, you're listening, you're interacting. Like there's no losing here. There's only so much to gain in so many different ways. Like you are practicing high income skills. Like this is the real deal. The more you practice high income skills, you can create high income. Right? Isn't that crazy? The more you practice high income skills, the more high income you can create. So guess what? You'll do this and then maybe you do it again and it's $2,000. Then we start to market on social media. And then like things are happening more. Then we automate, right? Then we're creating more products. So we need to start. Get off the sidelines. If you are not loving your financial life right now, like you don't have the time that you want, you don't have the money that you desire, like, or you desire more time, more money, like no matter how you feel, like if you do not love the time that you have and the money that you have, we got to do something about it. Like we've got to do something about it. Okay. And I'm just getting so passionate. I love you so much and I want so much for you. And sometimes we need a little sassiness to be like, dude, you're right. Like we get in such our own heads and then we're stalling and delaying and it's tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow. No, it's today. You can start this process right now. Do step number 1 today. Then tomorrow, do this step number 2. There's 6 steps here. You could do this in 1 week. 1 week, less than 1 week. Okay? Let it be messy. Keep moving forward. Enjoy yourself. Let this happen by making it happen. And I am the furthest thing from being perfect. And I embrace that. I talk about it. I live it. I am it. Like, you do not have to be perfect. You do not have to have a ton of time. You don't need to know it all or be it all. Like just move, like make a move today. Step number 1 is a safe, easy first dip your toe in. Start here. I want you to DM me that you have decided to do this. And I want you to tell me your buy win. That's like extra credit. So I want you to DM me. All right, Nellie, I've decided. Okay, you can DM me on Facebook, Instagram, wherever you hang out, okay? But DM me that you decided to do this and tell me your buy win. And then tomorrow, you'll decide on the what. And again, if you need any help on the what, if you're not in a capacity to build something, you don't have something built, go find something else. And I'm happy to help you. Don't spend months and months building something that it's a stalling mechanism. If it takes you months to build something, like we're working on a big project that will launch in October, but it's not my main focus. It's happening in the background. We're building something really big, really epic, and it's gonna take time, but we're doing other things, and we've built in other reoccurring revenue streams. So there is a time and a place to build something, but for your first $1,000, we should be able to make this happen so quickly. And it can be easier to promote someone else's stuff because you're getting a kickback, but it's not your stuff. So you don't have to worry about their fulfillment. You don't have to worry about the building. Like, it can be easier, one, from a effort standpoint, and two, it's like being a hype person for somebody. My only thing that I would recommend is I always want to make sure I believe in the thing or the person or both. Like, I don't want to just do something for money. Like, it's just a big value of mine. So when you do pick something, make sure that it's something that you love. And I would recommend that commission is between $50 to $100 per sale. That is a sweet spot. It's very easy to be able to make those sales. You can find 10 to 20 people in a couple weeks. You can find 10 to 20 people to serve and support within 20 weeks, or 20 weeks, in 2 weeks. So 10 to 20 people in 2 weeks is so doable, because you could go through all of these steps within 1 week, see where you're at, and then rinse and repeat 3 through 5. Okay, so I'm going to go through these really fast, and then I'm going to go fully into mom mode. So number 1, decide and declare the buy win of the $1,000. 2, decide on what we're going to sell. Again, $50 to $100 per sale is ideal. Number 3 is we're going to make a list of who could benefit from that thing. Okay. And number 4 is we're going to reach out to them personally, text, email, DMs, but this is personal reach outs, one by one by one. And we're going to keep it short and sweet. And we're going to ask a question. Do they want to know more? Okay. Would you want them to send the info? Okay. Then we're going to follow up and follow up and follow up. And we're going to have fun with this. We're going to make it light and simple. We're going to ask another question depending on each conversation, but fun, light, and easy. Nothing yucky like bumping this to the top or did you get my message? That doesn't make people feel good. Okay. And then number 6 is we're going to rinse and repeat 3 through 5 until we have hit our first goal. And the fun part about this is this will build massive confidence with yourself. Massive belief with yourself. Can you imagine if you pulled out $1,000 in $1 bills, and you just laid it on the kitchen table and showed your significant other or your kids? We don't need millions of dollars to feel wealthy. This alone will make you feel wealthy. Having an extra $1,000 that you didn't necessarily need, but you wanted it, or you didn't have it before and you created it. It's a whole vibe that you've got to decide that you want to go after. And the worst case scenario is you learn high income skills that will keep rinsing and repeating and keep rinsing and repeating over and over and over again. You're just not going to stop. You're going to keep doing this and not even worry about social media marketing. We're going to keep building authentic relationships and doing this process. And eventually you're going to hit the $1,000. Eventually you will. The longer you stay committed. Okay. And so that's the biggest thing that is so, so important, is to not give up. If it doesn't happen in 2 weeks, don't beat yourself up. Move, try again, and try again. It is the name of the game. Okay. So I love you. I can't wait to hear your DM that you have decided to do this, and know that what your buy win is. I can't wait. Okay. I love you.